What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Always a pleasure to get down and notch all you beautiful souls around the globe. Guys, we're back with another reaction request. This one is from Dan Schiavello. I hope I said your last name right. If I didn't, I apologize. Dan wants to hear John Farnham with the Little River Band, Driving Me Out of My Mind. We've done a great deal with John Farnham. He's freaking a legend. You guys know how much I freaking love and respect this guy. And we've even done some of the Little River Band ones. Check out my previous vids. Anyways, we're going to dive into this right now. Thank you, Dan, for the request. Without further ado, from me, Dan, and all of you, let's get off tap. Dan, in the shout out, he says, I know you've seen some John Farnham already, but here is when he fronted Little River Band, and this song live is so good. He is a brilliant singer, and this shows off his vocal gymnastic abilities, along with a few others I will request. I'll tell you right now, guys, this definitely is a great point he makes, because you know, John Farnham is absolutely incredible. Just any of his pre-recorded stuff is awesome. But then when you hear him perform live, it's incredible, because as an artist myself, look, it's easy to sound good in the studio. As a producer, as an artist, I can make others sound good. I know how to make myself sound good. And there's a whole bunch of effects and different things that you can do and little tricks you can do to freaking keep on doing as many takes even as it takes, even without all the extra effects that you can add to get that perfect recording. But when you're live, that's in the moment. You got one shot at it. And don't get me wrong, you can still add some effects while you're performing live and stuff to help clean up things. But you're performing live. You can screw it up. You can screw it up, especially if you don't have the right freaking, sound people by your side to help sugarcoat your freaking crappiness. If you ain't on point, it's going to show. John Farnham, it doesn't matter if it was a Tuesday at 6 in the morning or Friday at 12 midnight. This guy always delivered. He's always on point. This guy is incredible. Every single reaction I've done to him, I have seen nothing short of amazing. He is absolutely one of the greatest. I would say definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, Australia's greatest ever that's ever come out of Australia. And as far as the rest of the world goes, I would put him in the conversation for being in the top 10 without a shadow of a doubt, artists of all time. Like, this guy is a walking, living legend to this day. And that's one thing I first learned when I came to Australia. Freaking John Farnham, freaking one of the greatest artists you will ever have the pleasure to enjoy.
I walk the floor and wonder who is sharing your night. Yes, I do. And all around your sound, your thoughts are ever so deep. It's hard to take this weight. I'm always wanting you here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give you everything from the depths of my heart. From the day you took my ring, we drifted
want to freaking just vibe out to this 80s kind of vibe thing that's going on here. There was definitely a distinguishable type of sound going on in the 80s and the early 90s and stuff like that. This actually sounds a lot like, I don't know for what reason, it reminds me of the horn part in particular. I think it's what really reminds me of some of those Michael Jackson songs where you go, like it's just got that sound to it. But as I say, man, John Farnham is just so smooth with it, man. Like you can't even doubt him, right? Like you'd have to be like, have no ears to not enjoy him. Seriously, if you've got no ears on your head and you don't have the ability to hear him, that's the only way you couldn't enjoy him, because freaking hell, he'd probably still be able to transcend you with no ears. He'd probably be able to penetrate you with his freaking just good vibrations. Seriously, the guy's freaking just oozing with freaking awesomeness. Freaking gosh, have I told you guys how much I freaking absolutely love John Farnham? Have I told you? Have I told you? Well, Dan, you're the man, because this absolutely was a freaking fantastic reaction request. You know, look, I might be biased because I have proven without a shadow of a doubt that I freaking just absolutely think John Farnham is freaking awesome, dude. Like, he's probably, I'm gonna put this out there, he's probably my favorite Australian artist of all time that I've had like the pleasure of listening to, based on multiple things, right? Like, you know, like I'm talking about his legacy here. We're not talking about, you know, there's a lot of greats in Australia I've learned to discover. I've even performed with some of them, like Jessica Malboy. You know, there's some greats. Yes, absolutely, without a doubt, you got to put people like Kylie Minogue in the conversation. You got to put, of course, Jessica Malboy in the conversation. You got to put people like Guy Sebastian in the conversation, Christina New in the conversation, freaking Natalie Imbruglia. Like, there's so many really talented Aussie acts you probably don't even realize were from Australia. I didn't realize that there was so much talent in Australia until I moved here. I didn't realize how many songs that I already had heard in the past were actually Australian artists till I came here. Like, Australia's oozing with talent, guys. Like, there is so much talent in this country, and you have to appreciate and respect that. You know, these people like John Farnham, who have paved the way from days gone by. And by the way, I wonder if the Little River Band are like, damn it, freaking, we always knew he was gonna freaking just branch out and freaking do his solo thing, because he's that freaking awesome. And you can't hold back the greats throughout history. This is a fact. If you look throughout history, all the greatest frontmen of bands and things like that, you know, groups, bands, they have always somehow ended up just doing their solo thing, because they're just operating on another level, man. It doesn't matter how good the rest of the band is, and the rest of the band could be freaking greats and super awesome as well. But if you notice, there's always the situation where these guys just end up doing their solo thing, and really that's when their career really skyrockets. You know, so many examples, right? Think about it. Michael Jackson, biggest one of all. Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. Freaking John Farnham, Little River Band. Freaking Justin Timberlake, like NSYNC, right? Pussycat Dolls, freaking, what's her name? Forgot her name, but you know who I'm talking about. I mean, there's all these greats who just go that little extra and they end up doing a solo thing. And they just end up freaking, that's when they see their biggest successes. Diana Ross in the Supremes. Diana Ross, when she went solo, that's when she freaking got bigger. Freaking, there's so many other examples. I could probably just sit here and think about it and they come to me, but you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. John Farnham, we're fortunate that he did go that way, because we got some of the most timeless and amazing songs because of that. And yeah, I feel freaking fortunate to be able to have lived in an era where there was these greats like John Farnham. So thank you to all you guys who request people like John Farnham, because they're freaking awesome ways for me to further explore these amazing artists that I have nothing but love and respect for. So thank you guys. I love all of you. And as always, remember to live each moment to the fullest. Keep it off tap. I'm out. We're gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys later for another vlog.